Duke Nukem in 2020? That's right, guys. There's a new Duke Nukem game coming for the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to talk all about it. Don't worry, it's not Duke Nukem Forever. I promise. Also, EA had their EA Play Live event yesterday, so we're going to talk all about that and all the great announcements we got. But first, if this is your first visit, do me a huge favor and massage that subscribe button and flick that bell icon. You'll get notified every single time I put up a video. Without further ado, let's talk about some games. First up, guys, we have Duke Nukem 3D. It's the 20th anniversary World Tour. This is coming out on June 23rd, so not too far from now, a couple of days away. And it is being listed as $9.99. However, if you pre-order it, it is only going to be $5, $4.99. That's a steal, guys. Even if it was just the original game, which this isn't, I'll get to that in a moment. That's still a great deal. I mean, you're looking at Doom that was released, the original Doom for the Nintendo Switch, and that was, I think, $4.99 as well, and people bought that up like crazy. This is another no-brainer. So we're looking at the special features of the game, and you're going to get gyroscopic aiming, which, thank you, someone's finally utilizing the gyroscopic capabilities of the Joy-Con other than first-party Nintendo games. Thank you. That's what we've been wanting. Pikmin, you have to do them now. Looking at you. And other features, we're going to have HD Rumble, obviously. We're going to get also co-op, which I don't remember if the original game had co-op. Let me know in the comments below if you remember. I personally don't remember, but it's going to have the multiplayer attached as well, like the deathmatch, the team deathmatch, all that good stuff. This looks pretty good for $5. I'm pretty impressed. Hopefully it's a great port, it runs well. I couldn't imagine why it wouldn't. It's like a 25-year-old game. I recommend checking this game out. I'm going to pick it up. I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't dove into these games in so long. Duke Nukem Forever was such a disappointment. This was kind of where the Duke era of games was very, very good. So definitely, I mean, for $5, that's like a no-brainer, right? Check it out on June 23rd. Alright, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and go through the EA Play Live event. And there's quite a bit to go through, so I'm going to try and get through it as quick as I can. But if you need any more information, I'm going to put links in the description so you can check out all this stuff, okay? So first up, we had the Command & Conquer Remaster. Now, I did hear about this earlier in the week. I think it was on the PC show. They kind of announced it there, and I kind of caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, okay, cool. StarCraft remastered, right? They did that, so Command & Conquer remastered. It seems like a no-brainer, and it looks good. It looks like a lot of people are hyped up for this one. I played a little bit of Command & Conquer growing up. I think it was Generals that I played, and my computer at the time was such a potato, I could barely run the game. I had to turn like all the settings down. It was a good-looking game if you could run it at the time, but yeah, I'm excited for this game. So I'm not a big RTS guy anymore. I used to play those all the time. I can barely get the will to turn on StarCraft anymore, so maybe this is the one that brings me back. You never know. Next up is going to be Apex, and if you guys know me, I love Apex Legends. I play that game so much. I play it too much, to be honest with you. I should probably stream it with the amount of times that I play it. It's ridiculous, but we're getting some new stuff. A new event is coming. It is coming up soon. I believe it's June 23rd. And the event's going to bring back snipers and shotguns. A lot of people loved it when it was around. The little difference here is that it looks like you're going to be able to have your respawn beacon with you at all times. There are no more global respawn beacons. So wherever you decide to respawn your buddies is your choice. And I think that's super cool. I kind of hope that goes into the main game. That would just change up everything. So much fun if that was a thing. I did see in the trailer, it looked like, because I'm a Lifeline main, I saw Lifeline toss down her drone, and then the drone shielded the teammate, and then, because the teammate was down, and then the teammate started to get back up on their own while Lifeline was still shooting and doing her thing. So I don't know if that's just going to be the event, or if that's going to be like her new change to her skill set or something. That would be cool. Like, oh my god, that's OP if that's the case. But we also got some pretty big announcements Apex wise for fall. Now in fall, a lot of games are coming over from Origin to Steam. If you've been wanting to get your Origin games on Steam for whatever reason, because you do have to rebuy them, which is kind of the sucky part of it. I personally won't be rebuying Apex on Steam. Well, I mean, it's a free-to-play game. I just don't know if my stuff will carry over my account. If it does, then I won't mind. I personally like Steam better. I think it's just a much better program just in general, the Steam launcher. And we are getting crossplay. That's right. Crossplay is finally coming to Apex Legends. Now, I would love if we had cross account. In other words, if I play on my PlayStation and I kind of want to play on my Xbox because I'm sick of my PlayStation 4 trying to, you know, make my TV stand go into the sky because the fans are so loud. Maybe I want to go to my Xbox. I would like to do that and have my account carry over. I can understand from a business standpoint why they wouldn't want to do that. It's like, well, hey, I know you have this really cool legendary skin on PS4. Why don't you try getting it on Xbox? At the end of the day, I would love to have my account just go everywhere. But the biggest announcement by far to me is that we're getting Apex Legends in the fall on the Nintendo Switch. That's right. You're going to be able to play it while you're in bed, while you're on the John, wherever you play your Switch, you're going to be able to play Apex Legends, as long as you have an internet connection. That's really super cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the game plays on the Nintendo Switch. I'm hoping it's 60 frames. I doubt it, but I feel like it kind of needs to. It might go the route of Overwatch, how they went to the 30 frames per second route, which is partially why I don't play Overwatch on Switch. I think 60 frames needs to be for an FPS these days. That's me personally. And finally, we're going to wrap up today with Star Wars Squadron. Now, this game is coming out October 2nd of this year, and we got a huge info drop during the EA Play Live event. At first, I was a little skeptical about the game. I just didn't understand the pull of it. Now, after seeing all this gameplay and all the different details going over with the developers, I'm pretty excited. I want to check this game out day one. I'm really, really excited. So we'll go over a few of the features. It is built by fans of the Star Wars saga. That's one of the first things the developer came out and he was like, hey, I've been playing like Star Wars, like TIE Fighter versus X-Wing and stuff like that way back in the day, and I wanted this game just with better graphics. And to me, that's like, okay, this guy, he knows Star Wars, he loves Star Wars, he grew up with it, he played some of the classic games, these classic dogfighting games, you know. I think this is already a good start. It is going to be the team that worked on Battlefield 2, which you can take it or leave it on that one. I personally think the developers did a good job with Battlefield 2. I think it's EA that kind of did some not so great microtransactions that really crippled the game at first. But if you play the game now, it's actually pretty fun and it's a solid game. And I think that's a testament to the developers. We're actually going to have actual dogfighting in this game. Yeah, so think like Ace Combat type of combat, you know, that jet fighter in the air type of thing. You're gonna have that kind of gameplay, just Star Wars. Yeah, I think that's gonna be so awesome. That is the number one thing that sold me immediately on this game. The fact that you're gonna have these, you know, these huge ships fighting each other, and you're in the cockpit, and there's so much going on. It's gonna be so cinematic every single time you play it. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be a story, from what we've been told. You're gonna choose one of two pilots, and one obviously for the Imperial side, one for the Republic, and you're gonna basically kind of go through the Imperial side of the story, and you're gonna go through the Republic side of the story, and you're gonna get probably the full picture once you beat both sides of the story. That's my guess. They didn't go too deep onto it, but again, this was made by Battlefield 2 people, and they did a similar type of thing when they made that game. I think there was a split campaign, and you had to choose between a couple of characters, and you would go through it. So this isn't too big of a surprise to me. We'll see if it's going to be a big impact on the game. I doubt it. I think it's going to be maybe like a 6-hour thing. I hope it's longer, but just judging from their work on Battlefield 2 and EA in general, I think they want to make this a multiplayer warhorse going into the next few points, which we'll see. We are getting crossplay right off the bat, which, thank you very much. That's what we want. We want to be able to play with whomever. The gameplay that was shown was quite phenomenal. And of course, the game is coming out in October, so it stands to reason that the game was already going to look pretty good. But I mean, we got a good glimpse of the HUD, and the HUD looks phenomenal. And it sounds like it's going to be interactive. Like you'll look down with like your thumbsticks or VR, because VR was confirmed for this game. You'll look down and see your different gauges and kind of judge and see, okay, I need to divert energy shields to my rear, to my front, so I can deflect. You're going to be doing that kind of stuff, which is true to the canon, because that's what they did in the movies, you know? It's mind-boggling that no one's done it so far, so I'm really, really happy that that's going to be implemented into the game. And we did get a look at the different ships, just briefly, but there are going to be different ships. Now, this is going to be similar to kind of like how you have your Call of Duty, or excuse me, not your Call of Duty, but your Battlefield games, or Battlefront, if you want to do a more close example. You're going to have these different classes of ships. You're going to have ships that are bomber eccentric. They're designed to just come in and just drop a bunch of bombs. You know, you're gonna have fighters that'll clear the way for the bombers. You're gonna have these different ships that are designed to do different things very specifically, and I think that's brilliant. Now you're gonna have a choice of these different ships that have different abilities that are gonna be suited better for different tasks. Like, that's so cool. Like, this game is going to be more immersive than I think people realize. So it does seem like there's going to be, again, a heavy emphasis on the multiplayer side, due to the fact that there's going to be these huge fleet battles. Huge. I mean, we're talking, they'll probably take 40 minutes plus. There's going to be, you know, a lot to do specifically during a specific time of the game. So you'll have, at one point, you'll be shooting a bunch of, like, you know, other ships and stuff. You have a big battle in the middle, and then all of a sudden that battle will conclude. There'll be a winner, and someone will get a boon of some kind, a benefit, right? Let's say your team gets like the main center part of the map. Now your defenses can move a little bit forward and potentially take more of the map. That's kind of what they're hinting at. So these large scale battles where, you know, if you were to find a small area, as long as it's of strategic value to the map and you win, you're actually making forward progress for your team on that map. Like, that kind of stuff's cool. That's legitimately like Battlefield, Battlefront-esque type of gameplay, just in the sky. Well, in the space, rather. The number one big thing, no microtransactions. That's right. This game will be completely free of microtransactions. You're going to be playing this game and you're going to unlock stuff just through progression. It's already been confirmed, and if they go back on it, I'll look pretty dumb. But either way, they've confirmed it as of now, so I'm taking it. I'm going to run with it. I'm really pushing for the fact that that's going to be the thing. Please let it be the thing. Don't put microtransactions in this, please. Please. Oh, man. I think I got everything. Skate's back. That's right. At the very end of this whole presentation, a couple of developers from the original Skate games came out of wherever they were hiding from, put on some webcams, and decided to announce to the world that Skate is returning. Now, they didn't give a release date, they didn't show any gameplay, they didn't even show a title card or anything, but it's the two guys that are working on the game, and they announced that it's coming. I think that's all they could do. I think they wanted to do more, but I don't think there's anything to show for the game so far. But either way, this is exciting. If you've never played a Skate game, go check it out. If you have an Xbox and you have Game Pass, Skate 3 is free to play on there right now. So you can go check it out right now for free. And it still holds up. And they patched it if you have an Xbox One X, so it looks really good. Go check it out. Go see what the big fuss is about. I know a lot of people have been begging for this game. Every single time there's an EA Play or an E3, everybody's like, Skate 4, Skate 4! Here it is. We're not sure if this is Skate 4, but it is a Skate game. We can assume it's probably Skate 4, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think we're going to get more announcements as the years go by. Because, yeah, it's probably going to be years. I'm going to guess maybe we might see something next year, 2021. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Tell me what you think in the comments below about all the stuff we covered today, whether it's Duke Nukem coming to the Switch. Remember, $5, June 23rd. If that's all you get from the video, then I did my job. We talked about the EA Play event. We obviously had Apex there. We had Command & Conquer. We had a lot of Star Wars Squadrons, which looks phenomenal. And we had a Skate announced. How was the event? I think it was okay. You know, it was an hour long. Could they have done more? Sure. But I mean, it's EA. I think we all went into this with low expectations, and we still got a lot out of it. So I'm going to applaud. Good job, EA. You did something right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still new here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? It's right here. It's right here. Just go ahead and hit it. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll get to see more of this content. Especially if you hit that little bell icon, you'll get notified every single time I put up a new video. As always, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Wow, EA did something right for once.